Hello everyone, and welcome to my new build Omnipower Chain Lightning. Even though I finished with Omnipower tier 100s, that you will see after this boss fight. I do recommend to watch my previous builds tier 100 for Lightning Skills Barber version, for easier push tier 100. This is my 5th build that I do tier 100 in season, after Barber Chain Lightning, Oculus Chain Conjuration, Ball Lightning and Charged Bolts. The Omnipower is very good for single target and certainly is a lot of fun, but is comfortable in tiers 80s and below. It was difficult to tier 100, my gear is not ideal affixes as I had to do improvisations with how hard is in game to grind for multiple builds at a time with no loot filter. This is the reason why I did not title the video tier 100, but 70 plus even though I finished it. I do not recommend it for push unless you max out gear and really enjoy play Omnipower. You will see 2 of tier 100 finishes and rest speed farming 70 plus. In 70 plus I believe build is really fun and comfortable even with average gear. I do have one bad stat on pants, as they are my pants from previous build. I do not need burning damage reduction, as I play Frozen Orb enchantment and Chain Lightning enchantment, no burning synergy. Also I do miss one affix movement speed on Amulet for extra crit synergy with Isu unique boots, and I miss one crit chance roll on one ring. Except that all my affixes are recommended ones that you will see in planner I make. Trying maxing out defenses too in this build, maximum mana, crit chance and crit damage, vulnerable damage. The build can be played without Fist of Fates, with Storm Swell aspect on legendary gloves, and get affix lucky hit mana restore, plus rank of Chain Lightning, attack speed and critical chance. Do not play Fist of Fates if you have less than 250% roll. I did not play Raiment Unique as I did want push tier 100 with it. But for lower tiers, you can freely use Raiment to fit in more synergy. Mage Lord aspect as I go for Via Key passive. Build can be played Overflow Energy too and swap Ice Armor for Unstable Currents. I use Greater Chain Lightning passive, for great DPS boost on each chain. Is no need for Crackling passive on chain. You get enough from Lucky Hit Static Discharge, if you want go for Overflow Energy. I did choose Crackling Mana Synergy even if I use Via. That is a backup mana sustain with suppressors. Suppressors elites are a pain with Omnipower, and I feel they completely mistake the suppressors mechanic being able to destroy Chain Lightning. It ruins your mana gain and DPS for no reason. When you do commit and go inside to fight them, you are still punished. I use the Malignant Hearts, Omnipower, Tempting Fate and Dark Dance. The Dark Dance Heart is very good getting another chain for free every 5 seconds, and also helping in suppressors fights. Instead of damage reduction get a movement speed affix for Isu Boots crit synergy. That damage reduction should be on pants instead of the burning damage reduction affix I have. Control aspect on Amulet, as we permanent stun with Lucky Hit passive and Lightning Spear, immobilize from Fist of Fates, freeze with Nova. Porfrost rank plus is not mandatory. You can go also for extra damage reduction or plus rank of all defensive skills, or even Glass Cannon. On the rings, on both of them you want maximum mana, critical chance, critical damage and vulnerable damage. The recharging aspect is enough to sustain mana if coupled with Lucky Hit restore mana from gloves. I do miss one crit chance roll on this ring. In the D4 planner I made, you will see all recommended stats. As a solo player, was a bit hard manage resources and gear for multiple builds in such short time since season start. So I had to improvise. You will really want a high roll recharging for Omnipower version. With 3 roll feels great, I do not recommend try it if not have a high roll. Maybe 2 plus can work comfortable in lower tiers. But you want aim for 3 roll. Next I will show my total stats, to make a roughly idea. After that skill tree followed by Paragon. Also at the end of video, can see phase 1 with Uber Lilith, on my recent Chain Lightning tests. Please ignore the damage reduction from burning enemies. Like said, I have wrong affix on pants. On the pants should have all damage reduction instead of burning. You want maximum mana as high as possible, and movement speed should be 140% plus, but I do not have that affix on amulet. More movement speed means even more critical chance from Isu unique boots. The lucky hit chance does not need invest. We have so many chains that we trigger already all lucky hits very often. Next we'll show skill tree, followed by Paragon and Uber Lilith phase 1. The first 2 points are irrelevant, we just need 2 points to unlock core skills. Frozen Orb and the passive to apply vulnerable for enchantment. Devastation for maximum mana, one of most important stats for Omnipower. Also Elemental Dominance, we are constant over 50 mana with huge mana restore on each chain. On Chain Lightning, the Greater Chain passive is great. We do not need more crackling from the other passive, even if you want go for overflow energy. With so many chains we trigger constant static discharge passive lucky hit to generate crackling. You can see in my gameplay, the crackling generation is more than enough. Only 1 point in elemental attunement is enough. We constant refresh 1 cooldown every 10 seconds with so many chains. Now this one, Shimmering Ice Armor, is going to be a bit controversial, but I do like it for extra freeze procs. More CC means better survivability in high tiers and also more DPS. It has value especially in maps with lots of ranged mobs. Lightning Spear for extra stuns, although we stun a lot with lucky hit passive. Like said during video, I still go for static discharge and invigorating conduit. Even if not solve completely the big issue that are the suppressor elites, it helps deal with them. Conduction means also more crit chance with Isu boots. I did go for Veer, but I tested overflow energy and unstable currents instead of ice armor. Is viable such version 2, faster cooldowns and more burst moments. But for high tiers I felt I need Veer, as Omnipower best results require to be close to one enemy to do the Chain Lightning shotgun properly. When you are too far away and use Chain Lightning, it seems the extra projectiles do not always chain or you completely miss first target. Enchantment's Frozen Orb for extra uptime of vulnerable coupled with Aspect Frozen Orbit, and also Chill Apply. Yes is still my favorite choice for high tiers. For low tiers is not mandatory as you kill everything with no vulnerable anyway. Chain Lightning for extra DPS and lucky hits, plus mana sustain. Option here is go again for burning synergy instead, but felt way better for me remove burning and just get more chains in same synergy. Please follow Paragon order for same rare node requirements. Also after Paragon board, we'll show one of my tests in Uber Lilith phase 1. The Lilith build is work in progress, and seems I get similar results with both Omnipower and Barber versions. Second board, Static Surge. Static Surge legendary node is not really mandatory, but in some circumstances it has great value. I suggest do not remove it, some dungeons and elites will cause mana problems without it. Third board, Frigid Fate. You will see some of my nodes are for willpower or dexterity, that is only to fit some requirements for important rare nodes, as I do not have no all stats affix on gear. Depending on your gear, maybe optimize it in that direction. It needs 430 willpower and 530 dexterity. Fourth board, Elemental Summoner. I did go this board only to pick up more maximum mana for Omnipower benefit. Also got the maximum health plus nodes. Fifth board, Enchantment Master. Sixth board, Ceaseless Conduit. Seventh board, Searing Heat. Now, in the left side with gameplay, we'll see one of my multiple phase 1 Uber Lilith finishes. Seems both Barber and Omnipower perform similar with the average gear I have. Omnipower version might have an edge with max gear as stagger is lot faster. I can see one good player being able finish phase 2 too. The DPS looks fine but not to the point skip mechanics. I will look more into that possibility. I have tried multiple times phase 2, and those mechanics in phase 2 are a bit way too much for main. It requires a lot of time invested to learn the mechanics properly. It looks to me, the best option is to go for Isu Ferocity Key passive coupled with Aspect Ancient Flame that give us permanent 50% attack speed. That with a two-hand weapon, we can spam Chain Lightning both Barber and Omnipower. Although Barber looks better in minions phase, and Omnipower looks faster staggers. On the end of video, I would like to thank you all for support. But also to point that lately I engaged in too many projects in Diablo, and did my best trying finish all. I got to the point I neglected too much real life since game release, and I need to slow down a bit with game and video content. I hope you understand, and for my future projects please be patient, as I am only a solo player and the game is not really friendly to changing or creating multiple builds when it comes to resources gain and costs, and no loot filters. It applies also to updating builds. All my previous tier 100 builds got only buffs, although I am looking to update them all in one video, is going to take more time. Thank you for watching and for understanding.